The sea, vast, untamed, and essential to the growth of nations. Since the dawn of time, humanity has grappled with the power of the ocean, relying on it for trade, exploration, and sustenance. This reliance gave birth to a distinct legal system, maritime law. This intricate web of rules and principles dictates conduct on the high seas, governing everything from shipping contracts to collisions at sea. Maritime law, also known as admiralty law, traces its roots back to ancient civilizations. The Phoenicians, renowned seafarers of the ancient world, developed early codes of conduct for maritime trade. These codes, along with the Rhodian Sea Law, a collection of maritime regulations from ancient Greece, laid the groundwork for the complex legal systems we see today. These ancient laws were not mere suggestions, they were born out of necessity, ensuring order and fairness in a world where ships laden with valuable cargo traversed treacherous waters. Over the centuries, maritime law evolved and adapted, influenced by the rise and fall of empires, the expansion of global trade, and the development of new technologies. From the maritime republics of Venice and Genoa to the powerful navies of the British Empire, each era left its mark on this ever-evolving legal framework. The age of exploration, with its intrepid voyages across uncharted waters, brought new challenges and legal questions, further shaping the principles of maritime law. Today, maritime law stands as a testament to our enduring relationship with the sea. It is a global system, transcending national boundaries and reflecting the interconnectedness of our modern world. International treaties and conventions, such as the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, provide a framework for cooperation and dispute resolution, ensuring the seas remain a realm of both commerce and peace. The relationship between maritime law and the law of the land is complex and often misunderstood. While it might seem strange that a system of law governing the open seas could hold sway over activities on land, the historical and economic significance of maritime commerce has resulted in a unique legal hierarchy. This hierarchy places maritime law in a position of supremacy in certain matters, particularly those involving international trade and commerce. The principle of maritime supremacy stems from the vital role shipping plays in global trade. The vast majority of goods traded internationally travel by sea. This makes maritime law essential for ensuring the smooth flow of commerce and resolving disputes that arise from international shipping transactions. When a ship sets sail, it enters a jurisdiction distinct from the internal waters of any nation. To govern this unique environment, maritime law developed its own set of rules and procedures. These rules often take precedence over domestic laws when it comes to matters arising from maritime commerce. This ensures uniformity and predictability in the resolution of disputes. Imagine a scenario where a ship carrying goods from China to the United States encounters a legal dispute while in international waters. If each country applied its own domestic laws, the result would be chaos and confusion. Maritime law provides a neutral and internationally recognized framework for resolving such disputes, ensuring fairness and consistency regardless of the nationalities of the parties involved. This principle of supremacy is not absolute, of course. Maritime law does not supersede domestic law in all matters. However, its historical significance and its vital role in facilitating international trade have earned it a place of prominence in the global legal order. Currency lies at the heart of maritime law, inextricably linked to the flow of goods and services across the world's oceans. From the ancient trade routes of the Silk Road to the bustling shipping lanes of the modern era, a common medium of exchange has been essential for facilitating international commerce. Throughout history, various forms of currency have played a role in maritime trade. In the ancient world, precious metals like gold and silver served as the primary means of payment. These metals, valued for their rarity and durability, provided a universally recognized standard of value. As trade routes expanded and the volume of goods exchanged increased, the use of coinage emerged, simplifying transactions and allowing for more efficient trade. The rise of powerful trading nations like Portugal, Spain and England during the age of exploration led to the development of more sophisticated financial instruments. Bills of exchange, early forms of promissory notes, emerged as a safer and more convenient alternative to transporting large quantities of gold and silver. These bills allowed merchants to make payments and extend credit across vast distances, further stimulating the growth of maritime trade. Today, while physical currency plays a less prominent role in international transactions, its significance in maritime law persists. The value of goods transported by sea is still calculated in terms of recognized currencies, and disputes over payments often hinge on the fluctuating values of these currencies. The modern global economy, with its complex financial systems and interconnected markets, relies heavily on the efficient and reliable functioning of maritime trade. Maritime law, by providing a stable and predictable legal framework for this trade, helps ensure the continued flow of goods, services, and ultimately prosperity around the world. The concept of a legal fiction might seem like something out of a fantasy novel, but it plays a surprisingly significant role in maritime law, particularly when it comes to the seemingly mundane document we know as the birth certificate. To understand this connection, we need to delve into the legal principles that underpin maritime law and their application to individuals. In maritime law, a ship is more than just a vessel of wood, steel, or fiberglass. It is considered a legal person, possessing certain rights and responsibilities. This legal fiction allows ships to enter into contracts, sue and be sued, and be held liable for damages, separate from their owners or operators. This principle extends even to individuals who, under maritime law, are also seen as vessels of the self. This is where the birth certificate comes in. When we are born, a birth certificate is issued not by our parents, but by the state. This document, much like a ship's registration, establishes our legal existence within the framework of maritime law. It transforms us from living, breathing individuals into legal entities, capable of entering into contracts, owning property, and engaging in commerce, all activities governed by maritime principles. This legal fiction has far-reaching implications. It means that our rights and responsibilities are in many ways determined by our status as legal entities operating within a system rooted in maritime law. Understanding this concept is crucial for comprehending the true nature of our legal system and the extent to which maritime law influences our everyday lives.